See if I can get any gaming done today. So yesterday, after the third time the breaker tripped, I just had to stop. Like I was getting pissed off, and besides, sometimes at some point it might damage the electrical equipment. Okay. Check if the game is not corrupted this time. Like they say, third time is the charm. This time around, it might be third time is the curse. But I do have a backup. Well, I have a backup, not of today, because not one time I could actually exit the game. I have a backup from the day the time I played before yesterday. Hmm. It corrupted the game. Ah, ah. Third time is the curse. Okay. Um, Depressing, really. It's not absolutely awful, but it's depressing. Mm, Let's say last time I played was on the 25th of February. And what's the award again? Is this the Yohaxi Mountain? No. The Pexiji? Yes. The anyway, I gotta turn off that thing. I think for long distance view for player generated stuff, um, it creates so many files that it takes a long time to make the copy. I forgot to change the settings. I cannot change it in game. I have to go to the main menu. I think I got to do that. Like it already took so long to start. Was it a little bit more? I should also delete that file completely. I think it's gonna get regenerated automatically. Like that's what makes sense to me. And if I delete the whole folder, then it's gonna help me out in the future. Should be still. I think I didn't even pick up the 4x4 yet. There should be still on the forge. And I gotta put cement, stone on the forge to make cement. Been buying that stuff, but need more. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Um, let's actually go back to main menu. No, not this one. Options. Dynamic mesh. So change this to land claim only. And then let's go to 7 days to die folder. Go to the save game. Pexiji Territory, Alpha 20.2. And then dynamic meshes, and let's just delete everything permanently so it won't fill up the 4,198 items. That's 4,000 files in the same folder. Like, Windows is not good with a lot of files. Doesn't matter if it's the same folder or not, to be honest. It's just not its thing. Alright, so okay. Okay. load time was enough to get 10,000 here. So I want this thing here, I want this thing here, I want this thing here, I want that thing. Refuel, it's gonna go to 15,000. And I'll keep this, and this is good. No, not gonna keep this. I'm gonna open this. Gonna place this here. I'm also gonna get this thing here. How much cash do I have besides this? Nothing. I thought I had extra cash, obviously not. Unless for some reason it's somewhere else. Alright, there was... Or is there not? Maybe not. I'm gonna need this. Probably 1,000 is enough. Probably. Perhaps. And I'm gonna need this as well. Okay. I want to replace that light. I don't know. I need a light somewhere else. Gonna need this from here. Okay then. Yeah, so this is gonna go away. You know what? Maybe leave that there for now. Well, you're talking about arrow slits in Alpha 19 or arrow slits in Alpha 20? Or in fact, arrow slits in Alpha 20.2. Because if we're talking about Alpha 20.2, what is it saying there? Power, something. Power head. Working stiff tools.
Aeroslits on my rating for aeroslits in Alpha 20.2 is they are worse than useless. So what's the rate like lower than that? By the arch, you mean these guys here? Or just like the actual arch, like this stuff here? I did test with the ones below. They do seem to block explosion. And in fact, I went through a horde night with them, and I don't think the damage on the electric fences was anywhere near what it would be if they were indeed a problem. Now, last time I was on a conundrum in that I wanted to provide protection to the electric fence. Right. So the electric fence will be like here. Let's pick these two up. And then again, is there like half ramp? That looks like it actually. Yes, so home face here. And then I need a block which I think I have seen before. So I doubt I'm gonna find it in like the half version. Hmm. No. Oh, it's on the wrong side, damn it. come on. Hmm. Well, I suppose that could work as well. Like I place a pole there. No, no. But this has to be here actually. This has to be the wedge. Let's see on the face. That's it. Used to be like that. And then we go to this guy. Like this. Except I don't want it to go that far. It don't look big and clumsy that way. Yeah, I think that would work for me. So I'll have this here. And let's place one beside it just so I can pick this up. Ah, fuck. Let's place this stupid quarter pole. Like that. And then I can use wedge tips. Well, come down here. These become full blocks. But then I can go with wedge tips. It's gonna be the other one. Except not there. Well, let's place it there. I can replace it. It has stuff on the side to support it. Then here, instead of a half block, I would place just well, instead of that, I could just place a half block. Right, so half block goes up. Like that. The electric fence will go here. I cannot pick it up, of course. No. So where do I want the electric fence? Here or here? Because this is too wide. So with one option, if I place it closer, right, so here's the deal. I want my throwing things hole to be here. So like shape rotation. So it will be like this. Shape rotation. Shape rotation. Yeah. Right. So I'll have a full block here, but the problem with these, so people don't use it because in their minds, those blocks don't have hit points because they are like frame, they are not even wood, they are frame, right? So people have not adjusted to the fact that these blocks now go all the way to steel. Okay, home face. Did I not select this? Oh, there's home face. So if I have that there, well, here I can have wedge step. So I can wire, I can repair it. And maybe use a wedge here as well. that looks ugly. Or there is a different block. This one. There. So that will work. And then it's that's right. Doesn't need to go to full height here. So if I want to save up a little bit here, I can go with an eighth. Then this here becomes the cube 4. Like that. And of course I close it up. Right. So copy shape here. Like that. This is gonna be this guy. From this side. There's just one thing missing. This guy. And then these two become half blocks. Like this. Okay. So this here so honestly, the thing that bothered me the most is that the fact that the arrow slits are broken. Like, very few people actually bothered to use arrow slits for shooting at zombies. But I was one of them because I have a thing for medieval building and arrow slits are a thing. And in fact, this cross here, this is what an arrow slit actually looks like, kind of. Not exactly, but like arrow slits were crosses, not just a line. So yeah, I like the concept. I like the concept, and despite the fact that they suck in 7 Days to Die, I try to use them, and that's why I'm upset that they broke them. But I also replaced like the wall here was solid. I replaced it completely with arrow slits, and I replaced almost all the arrow slits I had on the other side with different shapes because I thought, well, I have all these different shapes. Let's use them. It's the cross will be better in visibility, but let's use the other shapes because it's cool. And then that. Okay, now copy this shape here. Let's go to advanced. Can I do it on face? Yeah. So this is where I'm gonna drop bombs. Well, not bombs, but things on the enemies. All right. I'm kind of worried that this might hit this and go through that window inside here if I throw it with a lot of strength. Not throwing with strength was causing me issues. Oh, by the way, the ramp frames do not allow you to shoot through them. So beware. So now I'll shoot either from here I might shoot from here. So this is the grenade dispenser. And the rest is gonna be closed. Like it's boring, but well, maybe not closed. I thought of maybe using the window, and it is a half block. I'm placing hatches so I can close this, or even a door. A door would work. Like place a door and then open door. I can shoot. Close door. I cannot shoot. Let me copy this rotation here. I did fix all of these, right? Yeah, this decreases my line of sight. It's kind of cool. I also have been considering like having half blocks here I can step on to get a better angle. Well, not half blocks, not really. Like have wedges or even ramps. Let's do it with a ramp, right? Not really changing anything. This is kind of cool because then I can place a door here. Shoot through that. Then shoot down. Um, I could also like say if I do it like this. And I can still place a door. Crouch for headshots. Yeah, the problem here is that I need to crouch for headshots. Well, of course I don't have anything targeting below. That really doesn't work for me. So like I could have a horizontal here and then a vertical here. Let me go outside. Like let's make doors. Let's make the old-fashioned door and like I want I want to use the cellar door for something. I wonder. Half a block lower on my feet. Yeah. So that opens up. It could open to the sides as well. If I make it open to the side, it's actually going to be easier to close it. And it might be more difficult to send a grenade sideways. Luton Horde Knight has been pretty decent. Some of my best equipment came from Luton Horde Knight. I think actually the last Horde Knight was a bit disappointing, but overall it has been pretty decent. Now the door. This opens down, which I actually think is the right way of doing it. But remember, I have to crouch to get headshots. Right? So I'm not trying to shoot down here. And then know what I could use here? Shutters. I think a sideways shutter would not be bad. Seven Days to Die controls, particularly for building stuff, like how to select a shape, how to rotate forward, how to rotate backwards, how to place, how to say you want to play, you want a shape. These controls are so bad, but so bad, that despite the fact that I have over 8,000 hours of 7 Days to Die, every now and then I try to use Valheim or Raft controls because they're so much better. And despite the fact that they have like, I don't think they have 100 hours, maybe Valheim, but maybe Raft as well, 100. But like, yeah, 100, 100 and something. That's max hours I must have on these games. And I still try to use their controls over 7 Days to Die because 7 Days to Die controls suck so much. They don't make sense to me even after 8,000 hours of playing this game. Like, that's seriously messed up. And I'm not talking about my 8,000 hours. That's messed up as well. But I'm not talking about that. We don't talk about Bruno. So this simple there. Right. So this here will give me some ground shots. The problem is the angles. Like, what do I cover here? This already gives me pretty good angles here. I think this I would like to shoot in that direction because the ramp actually gets in the way. So given that, whip. Yeah, I mean, okay, it does limit the grenade angles a little bit. And I'm bound to hit this, but on the other hand, it's gonna be easier to open and close it. And it does upgrade to steel, and it doesn't look as ugly as uh, the vault hatch. I mean, the vault hatch doesn't look ugly. It just doesn't look like what I want. It looks like a hatch for people and not a hatch for shutter, which is what I use it for. Uh, I'm curious about this thing here. Yeah, like I could have this like this. Have two windows of this type here, and like have this thing here to open and then throw stuff. It's totally doable. Okay, before I put the door there, this is looking way too good to give it up. It's open on the okay, there is that thing there. It's open there. So I'll have to place something above it. Oh, damn it. I feared that might happen, but I was like, nah, I have blocks on the other side. It's not gonna collapse. Well, 10 wood. It's not like it's the end of the world as we know it. Okay, shape, rotation, shape, rotation. Now here, I think I might just put bars. They give me visibility, and if zombies start piling up, I can just shoot at them easily. And they are not any worse than that. I might even place a shutter in front. No, I cannot place a shutter in front of it. Cop diagonal line of sight. You mean using this thing here? Through here? No, that's gonna hit the concrete. The one thing I really like about hatch bays is that you can actually use the path to enter your base. This is safer. I think it's safer. A vault hatch definitely has a ton more hit points than steel, but here I can actually fight spiders and dogs instead of let them wreck my place. So what's the size of that? South block size, okay. Even that, let's. You know what? I think this design is awful, but it's just like it's also cool. There is something very cool about it. You know? Okay. Now let me figure out what I'm gonna do on this side here. Let's do this. Well, I don't know if you watched the diatribe I had yesterday on Aeroslits, but it's very simple, like to test the stuff. Like, um, and I test the stuff. I'm not testing game. It's not even on the test world now. That's I just waste resources in game, waste time in game, whatever. Here, like it doesn't hit the shape. Here's the bolt. It's on the other side. It just doesn't hit the shape. So same thing for cops. It's gonna go straight through, right? Where I go for the window, I go for the window. Right? Let's grab this. Place that there. And now here's the bolt. It's on the block. Right? So the block is actually blocking. Shape. Rotation. So it's gonna be 3. Didn't need to go that low. It really didn't. So there's like this stuff here. Yeah, the ramp incline filler and the ramp incline filler left and right. Alright, so if I have this here, and then I use the incline filler right here, the incline filler left here, then this just needs to be this guy here. Like that. This guy here just needs to be a half block. Like that. Rotation. And it doesn't need to go this far back, but I actually kind of like this, like that. It has a BattleTech feeling to me, like this stuff on the side, like this, as if this was the 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 shoulder actuator for a big gun. So this would be, yeah, this level. Can barely see it, but I think it's here. I'll repeat that and then goes 2 blocks up. Yep, ghost rifle. You know it. Hmm. Okay, so this here is the left one, I believe. I'm gonna need the right one. And then, no, not that one. This one. Inclined filler. And then the left one there. But not here, damn it. No, first there is another pole. This. And then let's actually do this guy here. And I'm gonna need a pole there. And then we go to the to the feeder. So the left one is gonna be that, and then this. Look at these blocks. There's so many possibilities. It's awesome. But it's also, it can be very hard to pick the right one. But in my humble opinion, it's worth it. Right. This one here. That's gonna be an 8th. A bolt here in the middle. Right, so it's gonna be a pole here. I place the thing to give support. Then I placed the block. And then I remove the thing that gave support. Right, so let's destroy this. Not the 3/4, this one. So speaking of the 3/4, I also been thinking of seeing if there's maybe blocks I could use to make an arrow slit without using the arrow slit block. And this is the kind of block that I would use, right? So the idea is instead of having a full block, I would use the 3/4. Bang, I have an arrow slit. I would like for it to be less than that, right? So this is 3/4. So this is a pretty decent size here, like it's bigger than a pole, right? So this is much wider than an arrow slit. But I was wondering if maybe there isn't a block that almost fill one side or two sides, but leaves like a plate. And if I could find that in a half size, that would be even better. Because then I can get closer to like the one problem with this is that I don't have a lot of angles. It's a big problem there. But yeah, I was thinking maybe there is a block that I can use to make my own arrow slit. It just needs to be almost full, you know? Like a plate. Well, one of the things I don't like about this menu is it doesn't have a plate menu. And there are so many interesting plates. Cave block. Not these. I'm not sure which block you're talking about. There are so many ways they could have fixed the arrow slits. So many ways. They could have made an arrow slit that is just across in the middle instead of being a line that is from one side to the other. Just across in the middle. That's what arrow slit looked like. Like going from top to bottom, it's well. Second bottom row. Like one of these here. Like this, huh? Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I think I might have in fact used it once like that. But of course, since there are arrow slits, it does need to be a half block. Otherwise, you just don't have the angle. Like I mean, you cannot get angles. It's very limited in the angles. So this, but only up to half. That would be great. You know what this is for? Like, you know those sewer hatches? Um, there is a ladder going down. Let's get the default rotation here. Simple. So if you have a ladder, the ladder goes like this. So it doesn't, it looks more natural, you know, with the hatching on top of it. In my humble opinion. Yeah, so there is this half block, but it's not the kind of half I want. Um, I could use one of the, I could use an arch, for example, as well. It would look weird, but that's honestly far from my main concern. But it's no, but it's This is not the... Is it? Have to go with this one maybe? Yeah. This kind of works. Like, it it's a huge space, so it's not as protective as the actual arrow slits were, but it's more protective than the arrow slits are. And then I could also do something with this. Right, so that gives an X. I'll have to have like a half block floor. To actually use it. But it's doable. Yeah, this is doable. But I'm set on my new design anyway, so let's go with it. So that is, yeah. Well, it's small, but I think it feels smaller than it actually is. Because like I couldn't like get it centered. I'll make an experiment. Let me just wrap this up. Right, that's identical, right? It looks identical to me. It's missing just one thing. Game. What did you do with my sledge turret game? It was right here. Right after Horde Night, it was there. Okay. See this. Oh, that's a half block there. Not here. Do this, for example. And then what's the size of that pole? But I believe there might be a different option available. It's not here. How about that? Yeah, definitely short better than that thing there. But I might also do then follow that with and then end it with this. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Then we also can go for something that like suggests like an energy weapon perhaps. So what do you think? Need to be painted, honestly. This could use like one of those like steel paintings or some of the like oven and stuff like that painting. Yeah, sure, they might jump on that, but I'm talking about the looks, you know? Gotta finish that with the other thing. I can even leave it like different on each side. After all, mechs are they're usually like all over the place anyway. Better that one. It looks good. I'll admit that. It looks good. I could also use maybe that and then that on face. I give a little bit more color there. I don't know. No? Unfortunately, you were absolutely right. They would jump on that. But not on this one. I think I like this one better. Oh fuck, I forgot that. So even one block here would let them jump on top of it. So it would have to be like this guy here. And hope I can paint the center. Don't know what's the difference between the two of them. Like they looked identical to me. Like, what's the difference? It might be the painting. It might well be the painting. But I was trying to look for something to put on top here. Maybe one of these plates. Nope, doesn't look good. First roll. Fifth item? This? This guy here? I don't know. This is the one you're talking about, right? Don't like that. Yep. Don't like that. Place this and place a plate there to add just a little bit more. And the plate can be painted as well. On the other side, you mean like this? Or am I missing something? Now I don't know what's the timing of the conversation, so I don't know what you're replying to. Do I go with that one or do I go with this, the like utility pole thing like I did before? It's time to wrap it up. Gotta decide. That one or this one. So which one here? This isn't. It's almost good, that one. I think I could still jump here. I don't think they will jump. But they could. I don't remember some. Oh, the door. The door fell. Okay. All right. I need to break more blocks and finish that thing. Got it. Utility pole. Maybe I'm placing this door here, but might get in the way of them. Oh, I'll try it. If it gets in the way, I do something else. So I can do this thing already. Shape, rotation. That's where this guy is gonna come. Now, can I wire it? I can wire it. Okay, and those are just soft blocks. Okay. The game destroyed my turret, right? Like fell through the wall and went away. So I remember it was a quality 3. That was better than this one. Why is it not allowing me to search? Okay, this is weird. You find. Like, it's not letting me type here for some reason. Huh. Nope, this is even worse. There, this one is better. I'm kind of pissed about it, to be honest. cage would hate this base. It's so asymmetrical it is. This just copy rotation. Yep. And by yep, I mean no. So for this side, okay, I want a door there, but not like this. The on face for doors is so bizarre. Let's just go with advanced. I do want it opening to this side because after all, there's nothing to shoot in this direction anyway. And maybe I shouldn't really have that because, I mean, okay, it does have a few angles that I don't have here. And I can shoot up very well here, except in this direction where I place this door and cancel. It removed an angle for me, but on the other hand, it also removed the angle for cops. So cops that are just entering won't spit at me anymore, hopefully. Like this, and finally. Everything looks right to me. I will need, let's get some. Oh, no, that door is different, so I don't need to close above it. So, I'm not using a hatch. I am using iron shutters. Shutters, I am using shutters. And Oh wow. That was faster than I expected. And also yielded less cement than I expected. If the cement is very expensive, I'll have to put points into advanced engineering to make it cheaper. Alright, let's go. Love it. So crafty. Gotta go downstairs, see if there's a block at the bottom that is upgraded. Oh my god, there is. Right, so now I have a gauss rifle and an autocannon. It's leather and wood. Yep. Nothing else above, is there? No. I love the quirkiness of this base. I hope it works well in practice. Okay, I need some concrete. Let's get some concrete going. It's more than enough. Of course, it's gonna take a while. Okay, anything else? Yes. I had destroyed all these trees in the game that got corrupted just to get some wood. Some moved in already, but others are not. Suppose up to 800. 1200, that's good. Okay, 2 blocks left. And if I hadn't made these things, I would have I'll have completed it already. But I mean, it's, what, 4 or 5 blocks? Right. Any other frames I left somewhere? No. Okay, so with the guy here, I'm hoping that the zombies around here will be like, I hope that most zombies won't get past this section here, will be thrown in that direction, so very few zombies will actually fall at the end of the corridor. And honestly, I could even let them just run all the way to there, and drop them on my own. Well, wouldn't mind that, doing that. Yes. I thought I had it off. This looks more. I like to get a metallic gun. Okay, that works for me. And then something with some sheen to this. No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. That actually looks pretty cool. Do I bend this as well? I do. Then I can use that. Not that black. The other one. Give us a bouquet side. And this is still. Out of paint, of all things. It's chrysanthemum? And murky water. Maybe if this was more of a gray. Definitely not. Not concrete. It gotta be a metallic gray. Honestly, it doesn't look gunish. Yeah, looks better. Let me try one more time to see if there is the kind of block I'm thinking of. Yeah. Anyway, honestly, I like this a lot. Felt like I was going down before I was actually going down. Okay. I got all the concrete from here, so put that back. Might need that. Repairing hatches, doors, I don't know. Might need it. Really not using a lot of these. I have to take 2, 3 at the beginning of Fortnite, then it's gonna last the whole Fortnite. Well, given that the whole Fortnite, given that I'm finished around 2 a.m. tops. Paint is actually gonna come here instead of where I was placing it. Let's actually start this repaired. Place that there. Close to 16. All right. Yeah. I mean, the fetch and clear wouldn't be bad, would it? Not that one. It's gonna take way too long. And honestly, I want to finish this stuff. That one's gonna be hard as fuck. Yeah, that one is gonna be hard, but it's gotta be the next one. And I, right now, like, I'm like at the end of my stamina, so it's actually gonna be all for today. Come on, trees, grow up. They even look more bent and less healthy.